Goat Demon here, and I'm doing something a little bit different today. Not my typical channel, and I know it's been a while, but I got no excuse. I've just been too lazy to make videos, but I'm gonna try to make more videos coming up. Starting with right now, I'm reviewing a model I just picked up. Anybody that knows me really well knows that I am absolutely obsessed with Zoids. I have been since I was young. I used to wake up every morning at 5 a.m. just to watch Captain Planet, then Zoids, then Transformers Armada. And later on down the road it became Transformers Energon. But I would wake up at 5 a.m. every morning before school just to watch those. So my mom never had a problem getting me up for school when I was a kid. But I loved the whole Zoid series. Fusers, I don't, a lot of people give it a bad rap, but I wasn't that mad about it. It really wasn't that bad. I mean, it wasn't the best one out of the series at all, but I liked, I think it was Chaotic Sentry, the one with Van. I think it was Chaotic Sentry. It was either Sentry or Chaotic Sentry. But the one with Blade Liger, and actually started off with Shield Liger. But anyways, let's get down to it. I picked this up for a pretty decent price, actually. Zoids have gotten rather expensive over the years when it comes to models. And they come in different sizes. Most of them are 1/7/2 scale. This one in particular is a 1/144 scale. I forget what the brands are, but I bought one that was a kind of like a Connect type deal, and I didn't really like it. I'll also show them later on in the video when I get this put together. The other one starts with a K. I do not remember exactly what the brand name is, but seems to be my favorite one so far out of the two that I've done, because I have two models put together right now for Zoids. And this one is by Tomitech. I'm going to say that's how it's pronounced. You get that right there. I've never put together any models by them, but one thing I will say that I enjoy about this, because I did crack open the box to see what the model looked like and make sure it had the instructions in it. It has a platform. But let's crack this open and I'll show you. Comes with the instructions. I'll forewarn you, the instructions are in Japanese if you ever do pick this up. However, you have to be an idiot to not be able to put these together, because there are numbers on here, and it should be fairly self-explanatory. You could always match each part up to the picture. It's really not that hard to put these things together. I didn't have an issue, so I mean, if you do, then my bad. Try to see if you can get some English directions, but I got nothing for you. But like I said, the first thing I found after I found the instructions, it does come with a platform for it to sit on, as you can see in the picture, and I thought it wasn't going to come with it. Shield Liger does sit on the platform, which I think is really cool, because I like to display my models, and I'm very proud of putting them together. It comes with a bunch of, like a typical model, it comes with all of the pieces together. There is one thing I will say, that the past two models I had, it did come with a package of them. It's also got decals as well. It did come with a package of parts that I couldn't for the life of me figure out what they were. And then after a little while, I did manage to figure out that yes, these are actually the parts that they're asking for in the instructions, because I couldn't find them on any of these plastic pieces. But most of the plastic pieces should be, if it's the same. I don't know if you'll be able to see this very well in there, but right there, there is a letter. Each one of these is at that. This one's actually organized by bag. They're not all bagged together, which is how the other ones were. But they are bagged separately by letter. But each plastic piece with all the parts on it has a letter on it. So you'll get like a number 8. Let's see if I can find an example on here. You'll get like a number 4 here, but it's H4. So you would simply find the H plastic piece here and just find part number 4, because all of them are labeled 1 through whatever most of the time. So they do it by letter to make it a little bit easier for you. But I'm going to put this together and I will show you all the finished product along with my other 2 Zoids that I have sitting in my room, and I'll show you the difference between the 3 brands that I had put together so far. If there's any other brands out there, I'll figure it out once I start building more. Right now I only got those 2 and this one. But yeah, I'm gonna come back to you guys with the finished product. What's up, everybody? I'm back, and as I promised, I finished my Zoid and I'm gonna do a little review on it. But first, I'm gonna show you my original ones, first 2 I got. Starting with Hard Bear. If I'm not mistaken, Hard Bear was part of one of the, I forget which side of the war it was on. That's gonna bother me. But this was one of the main Zoids the military used for their long-range fire. It was also pretty good for up-close melee as well, given it's a bear. But I didn't really like this one particularly. There's one thing that I did like about this set and the people that made this. This is the Neo Blocks one. The thing that's cool about it is the fact that it comes with there's 3 different Zoids you can get, and all 3 of them can be combined into one Zoid. I forget what the other 2 are called, but and all in all, I don't really like the quality of this. It doesn't really look that good. I mean, especially when you look on the side of the guns, it looks like they didn't give a shit when they made it. But still, for me, it's a Zoid, so I'm happy enough with it. But if I had to rate it on my favorite scale for all 3 of these, it'd definitely be at the bottom. I probably won't buy the other 2, to be entirely honest, because of the quality, and I prefer the other ones. But it's still a Zoid. I mean, and it was cheap too. They're entirely inexpensive. I think I spent like $15 on it or something small like that. It was nothing drastic. Next, we're gonna move on to my Mirage Fox. This one was cool because it came with different styles. It had A-type, B-type, and C-type, I believe. I put A-type on because I'm a big fan of Blade Liger, and this one has blades that pop out. But this is the 172 scale model. This is the model company that starts with a K. Don't remember. But this is, honestly, I'd say my favorite model company. This isn't my favorite Zoid. I like my Shield Liger. You'll see how small this Shield Liger is compared to this, though. But honestly, I'm trying to stick with this size. As you can see, I don't know if I can close the Mirage Fox mouth. No, I can't close its mouth because I put the little thing in there to keep it open. But the detail of it is a lot better than Hard Bear, clearly by a long shot. The quality is much better. This one was a little bit, my wife bought me this one, but I looked at the price. It's a little bit more expensive than this one, but then again, this is not one of the most popular of the Zoids. As a matter of fact, I honestly don't remember where Mirage Fox appeared. I would have to Google it and check out the Wikipedia. But this is my favorite quality of Zoid. I'm going to stick with the 172 and that brand. They are a little bit more expensive, but again, it does go based on the popularity of the Zoid. Mirage Fox was about $23 on Amazon and some change. I believe shipping was free. Whereas this little guy, which is the Shield Liger I just built, he was about $27, which is not that much more expensive than Mirage Fox, but at the same time, he's a 1144 scale, so he's 144. So he's literally half the size of Mirage Fox here, which I need to get my hands on the Shield Liger that is a 144 scale, because I would really like to get my hands on that. There's one that I really want to get my hands on, the Blade Liger 172 before anything. I think I said 144 Shield Liger. I want to get my hands on the 172 Shield Liger. But I really want to get my hands on the Blade Liger limited edition one, or special edition one. It's the quality of this, same company that made this one, and it has the dark blue color of my hard bear, and it looks really cool. And I definitely need to get my hands on a Geno Breaker and Death Soarer. The Death Soarer one probably stands about this tall, about 2 feet tall at least. There's a bunch of them I really want to get my hands on, but what I'm really trying to get out of the way right now are the Ligers. I have a Shield Liger, but I really want to get my hands on the 172. I need a Blade Liger. I'm definitely picking up 5 Liger Zeros, because I want to make a Liger Zero. I want to have all the units as well, the Panzer, Jaeger, and Schneider units, as well as the Fusor one, which was Liger Zero Phoenix. So I need to pick up 4 specifically for the units and the Fusor, and then 1 just to have Liger Zero. There's also another one that is from Genesis, but I never finished watching Genesis, so I excuse me for not if I screw up the name, but it's like Matsuyui Tiger or something like that, or Liger. It looks really cool. It kind of looks like an ancient Zoid, which I think it actually might be. I'm not 100% positive, but I definitely want to make a nice big collection. I don't know if you've seen any of my wife's videos, but she's got quite the collection of dolls. I plan on that being my Zoids. I definitely need to get on. The problem is the main ones that I want are all $40 or more, and the ones that are $40, there's probably only 2 that are $40. The rest of them are probably in the hundreds, like Geno Breaker, Death Stinger, Death Soarer, Geno Soarer, Gogulus. Those are all ridiculously expensive ones. But that's all I got for you guys. I'll honestly tell you that I really don't like that the Shield Liger is kind of a pain in the ass to keep together because of the way they put the legs together. But yeah, it's still pretty cool. I still like it. The quality is still just as good as my Mirage Fox, but a lot of the pieces just keep flying off on me. But hey, what are you gonna do? That's what you get for spending 25 bucks on a 144 scale. But if you have any questions about the Zoids and anything like that, I will tell you right now, because I know probably if I get any questions, the one's going to be like, oh, where'd you get them? Amazon has all of them. It is really hard to find them in any stores. And if any of you see them in a store, please let me know where. Because the only thing I see are Gundams, which I have a couple of the Gundams, but I'm not as big of a Gundam fan as I was a Zoid. I love Gundam, but I was a huge Zoid fan growing up, and I still am a huge Zoid fan, obviously. But if you have any questions, please leave in the comment section below. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to bring you, every time I get a new Zoid, I'm going to make a new video. I think I'm going to do it for my Gundams too. But I only have one Gundam that I specifically made and one that was given to me. Both were wings. I also, actually, no, I have another wing, but it's a little tiny one, smaller than this guy. But I think I'm going to start picking up some Gundams too, because I really like putting together the models. These ones are easy too. That's probably another thing I should tell you guys. These are all snapped together. You don't need glue. I would suggest to have some on hand, because there's a couple pieces I did manage to somehow break on Liger, the Shield Liger. But you don't need glue. I would suggest to have an X-Acto knife at least to get those little plastic excess pieces coming off of that plastic rack. But you don't need paint. You don't need anything like that. They're just snapped together. It's too easy to put them together. Sometimes it could be tedious. It took me, I'd say, about 3 hours to put this little guy together. But I did take my time with it. Obviously not time enough, because I did break a couple pieces. But yeah, I would definitely highly recommend people picking these up. Not the Neoblox ones. These ones aren't that good unless you plan on making the really big one. But the quality of this just... It's really sad how bad it is. But again, questions, leave them in the comment section. Subscribe. I got more videos coming. I will be making... I'd say... Let's put it at... Friday. I will be starting a Road to WrestleMania little vlog thing. Covering week in wrestling. I'm going to cover 2 weeks of wrestling on Friday. I'm going to watch SmackDown and Raw to more or less catch up to what we're leading up to from WrestleMania. But until then, subscribe, wait for that video to come out. Again, that video vlog throughout the WrestleMania weekend is going to happen. But also check out my wife on YouTube, Halloween Heartthrob. You can check out my buddy Matt at Grown Children. They got some videos coming out. I actually just recently was home and made a video with Matt at Grown Children, along with my wife, Halloween Heartthrob. So we all star in a video for zombies. I didn't necessarily say much, but you should still say go check out that video. And also check out my buddy Eric at Crownly Eric. Until then, y'all have fun watching these YouTube videos.